So, this is a 1987 Pontiac Grand Prix that has been, I'd say, ignored for a very long time. It supposedly was stored inside, but there's a lot of rust, a lot of rot, a lot of random stuff done. It used to be a computer-controlled carb. Someone ripped it out, put a regular Rochester in place, and an HEI distributor. They left a lot of weird stuff in place that shouldn't be there. There's a lot of weird little fixes, a lot of mistakes, some torn up wires. The engine runs. It didn't run very well, mostly because the original exhaust was all cobbled together and clogged. But yeah, I'll give you a tour of what I've been doing for it. I ripped off the bumper, obviously, and I have built and designed my own body mounts. These are going in every location. I've upsized all the hardware. They're no longer 7/16ths or whatever bizarre 80s GM version of bolt they were using. These are now 1/2 inch. They're all grade 8, zinc plated. But all my bushings, I don't know, yeah, we can see in there. Very barely, it's very dark in there. But there is a rebound bushing underneath, and also the center, instead of being steel, is actually a nylon carbon fiber printed sleeve. And I have tested all these in a shop press. Now, of course, the interior, I had to tear out completely. I've been welding in new floor pans. And bear with me, I am not a professional welder, okay? I'll say that right now. I'm an amateur welder at best. But I try. So I had to take the dash out because we have some rot at the trans tunnel that was hiding. Thankfully, I have complete floor pans, so I have that portion. So I'll cut the rest of that out. It's one of the mounts I fixed there. Has a new mount in place. Those are new plates. I hand cut these suckers, but thankfully my plasma table is coming back into play, so I will be able to cut and design them with CNC instead. It'll be a lot better. That is, yeah. See, told you, not a welder, but I do okay enough that it holds. This mount down here is out and ready to be started. I got to take apart what's left of the cage nut, and I will replace it. The rest of the floor is going to be finished. I do have to reinforce this seam back here where you can see that the original seam sealer soaked up a ton of moisture and just rotted everything out, which seems to be what happened everywhere. But yeah, the doors on the inside are good. They have some rot along the bottoms of the shelves, but nothing crazy. We will fix that. I do still have to do the trunk mounts. They are royally screwed. The one on the driver's side is gone completely. So I did take this fender off because it's in terrible shape. As you can see, some rot further below, but I will handle that. I've also fixed some of this here. Previous owner, he did a decent job looking after the car, but he made some mistakes. So we'll fix that. I did remove all the seals. They were rotten. I am actually now in the midst of designing my own. I have OEM seals, but they don't usually fit very well. Oh, look, there's the dash. Came out one piece. This is one of my prototypes of a TPU seal. This one uses the original track, but it compresses nicely. It does actually work, as you can see, and it holds its shape nicely. So I'm working on those. I'll finish them soon, I hope. What else? I've been taking off the chrome plating because I'm not going to use it. I don't like chrome personally. But we'll go from there. I got to fix up rust on the fenders, but that's small shit. There is a 204R transmission in this thing, so that means I can bolt pretty much anything in. Fantastic. Another project I've been working on, because the original console top is shit, I have been designing my own version. These are all my test prints for fitment. So they won't all be one piece because I don't have a printer that big yet, but they all link together. I have tabs and locking mounts, spots for magnets. They'll all be held together with magnets. And then all the original mounting locations will be used to hold everything in place. That there I have designed as a modular pocket. You can put pretty much anything in there. I've eliminated the actual ashtray part. So now that is, I've designed a pocket for wireless charger, all sorts of stuff. That's obviously this little cup holder, not finished yet, but pre-designed. Oh look, ductwork. Oh look, rust. That all came from under the car. It's all fantastic. This is the fender. These clips here, I've actually built and designed new versions using 64D TPU. Same stuff I built my mounts out of. It actually works really well because if you print it right, it will handle the strain better than this weird shit that they used in the 80s, as you can see. So, go from there. My bumpers are off. I'm doing a bumper tuck. I'm going to make my own fillers. These ones are junk. Grill. I will likely black this entire car out. I'm not, as I said before, I'm a Grand National guy. I'm not a chrome guy. So, I'm going to go back to the Grand National aesthetic. Yeah, there you go. That is my project. Like I said, the mounts are all 64D TPU. So, they maintain the squish without collapsing, and they actually save their shape. They're all printed, they're all walls. There's no infill in these, other than these guys up here. They have a little bit of infill to give them some more rebound. But those are the originals. There was not much left of them, as you can see. There's those useless things. Those are gone now. There you go. This is the A3 Custom Builds pilot project, I guess you would say. Here's an example of some of our testers for our sleeves. And some test mounts that I printed. My forward body mounts under the A-pillars are actually 5/8 hardware. It's overkill. I don't care. We're doing overkill today. So, yeah. If you want to scare a car into submission, just threaten it with a plasma cutter. It works every time. That's basically how I've done this. Every time this car has resisted me, if I can't get it out on the first try, I just plasma cut it out. And then when I go to the other side to take the bolt out, it just falls out. So obviously the car is scared shitless.